before this video starts, going to say subscribe and leave a like, and let's get on with it. Okay, so these are the two dots that you guys will probably be seeing in stores at the moment, and that is actually the third and second gen. Now the first gen, they were not as nice as these ones. Now these ones are like obviously your smart home tech, like standard now. Everyone knows they're about, and you can use loads of different home stuff with them. So I've had these. I've been using Alexa for quite a while now. They're both practically like the same size. Just one's a bit taller, so this one's a lot taller than this one a bit. In their own shape. But I don't really know why this is actually a bigger box, this one. Because if you look, it's basically similar on the inside. Obviously it's not in here. But it gives you this nice, what you get in the thing, and it tells you Alexa app. Now I don't actually have the Alexa app on my phone, so I won't be able to show you that, but I might be able to put in some clips of it. You'll get your information, like quick start guide, see? And inside you'll get your Alexa and your other one. And it tells you what it will work with over here, so you have music, Audible, Hue, Spotify, Amazon Music and BBC. And it will show you how to basically show it. So I'm actually going to show you in the home setting what it would look like now. Okay, that is what it would look like in a home setting. Now, this is the actual device. It's actually quite a round device, a lot more domey shape. It has your little toggle buttons on the top, and a mute, and a divider. So, this is supposed to have better sound than the last one. Let's just go down a bit more. So this is meant to have better sound than the last generation, and a little bit quicker time, so when you say Alexa, it will come on instantly instead of a little bit later. We'll test that in a moment to see if that's actually true or not. The sound, I've got to admit, it does sound a bit better to the second gen. It sounds obviously way better than the first gen. But because it's got a dome and it's not got any speakers on the back, you don't really hear any in the back. But I've had these for quite a while now, and obviously I always have it against a wall, so you don't really notice that. You also get in the box this power brick, which is really weird because it's a black device, but you get a white power brick, 15-watt charger as per usual. Obviously this has to stay in the device at the back. You'll have your charging, or not really charging, but your where your cable will go at all times. And I think this is an aux cable, I'm not 100% sure. I don't really use that much, but that is what it would look like in the wall. Like I said, it's a bit weird how they put a black object with a white cable, but that's obviously what Amazon is choosing. Now for the second one, this is the second generation. Now obviously I said I don't have the first generation. I'll put a picture of that here. Okay, that is now done. So in this is a lot smaller box, as you can tell by this one. I think it's like half the size near enough of this generation box. Yeah, it's just over half the size of the third one. But this is actually kind of a nicer package. And inside this package, open it up. Obviously you'll have your dot here, and you can just lift this up. Doesn't give you that nice instructions on this, and it actually looks like worse a cardboard for the environment. It's all like coloured. I don't really think that's good for you. So obviously this is where your Alexa dot would be, and in here you also get some cards. So in here you get your Echo Dot, and I'm guessing this is the quick start guide, or is this? Oh no, this is the quick start guide. This must be your like information, terms and agreements and all that. This is telling you what you can try out, so new weather traffic, Alexa calling and messaging, Alexa skills, Audible book. So it's basically telling you what you can do with this device. And then this is your quick start guide. Now this kind of looks a bit like Apple's quick start guide for their products. Obviously, Samsung has been copying their box design for a little while now, so we got used to that. But this is obviously, it tells you where they all are. It's a nice quick start guide. It's probably the same on the other one as well. So I always keep my boxes because it tells me which generation, and it just keeps everything nice, doesn't it? Next week, obviously I'm going to do more, but next week I'm going to be reviewing the Alexa Echo, which is like the one above this. But anyway, this one does Amazon Music, basically the same stuff as the other one, but it says TP-Link. Does this one have TP-Link? Can't see. So this one doesn't say you can do TP-Link, but I'm guessing that you can do it, because apart from that, it's It's all pretty much the exact same. Now, this device obviously is a lot more flatter, a bit more like the original one, just a little bit longer this one was than the original. But I actually prefer the look of this because instead of it being on the bottom, the white hue, it'll be on the top. And obviously, that's the thickness difference of them. Now, the placement of the buttons is pretty much the same, although I do actually like the newer one, where the buttons, how the buttons are showed, because it kind of shows you, like it's on this material, and this material is quite nice. It kind of reminds me of the Apple Mini, not HomePod Mini, sorry. So yeah, it kind of reminds me of that a bit. Although saying that, this is a lot smaller and it will fit in more spaces. The bottoms are rubberized, I actually forgot to say that, and it shows the barcodes and all that. But anyway, the back of this does have the same ports as this other dot, as you can see, but this just obviously doesn't have the big plastic going around. Now, the cable on this looks far, far better than the one on the new one. I don't know why they cheapened out on that. Maybe it's because they were giving us too much, so they thought we'll give them less. So this is the cable that you'll be getting with the Alexa Dot 2nd Gen. Something cringly a lot underneath this desk, but oh well. So obviously we have the Amazon logo, which this one doesn't. They do say the exact same thing underneath though, I'm pretty sure. Both say 15 watt. This just has a little bit of a black thing around it. It hasn't got bad quality plastic by any means. It's a nice soft material. It just doesn't look as polished as this one, and it actually goes with the Alexa. As you can see, it's black and black. So yes, so now we're going to be heading over to my other desk and showing you the quickness of this device. Okay, so I've actually got both of our Alexas here. We have the 2nd Gen and the 3rd Gen. Now on the last scene I actually forgot to show you what the 2nd Gen will look like in a home situation, so I'll show you that now. Okay, now we are back. So we've got both the cables here. We've got the 2nd Gen and the 3rd Gen. Now you can actually buy a 2nd Gen and it will go in the 3rd Gen, so it's interchangeable. So we're actually going to see which one will start faster with both of the Alexas. So in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I didn't do that right. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the 2nd Gen actually started up a bit faster there on the light that turns on. Now I'm actually going to open up the curtains a bit so you get more fresher lighting from what you would normally get. So the light actually turns off once it's completely done. That's how you know when it will be completely finished. So it does take a little while for it to load up. We can actually see the difference in height there. It's a bit more of a darker texture, and it's a nicer feeling on the whole body, but this one does have it on the sides. I actually prefer the look of this where it is, because you can actually see the light a lot clearer than on this one. So this one does start up faster, even though this one took a lot quicker to turn on. So that is good to know. They didn't actually tell us that it would start up faster, but obviously it will start up a lot faster by the looks of it. It's actually going quite a while for the 2nd Gen. Imagine what the 1st Gen would be like, but obviously you're never really going to move these around that much, so you wouldn't even notice the difference on that much. Wow, this is really taking a lot longer than I thought. This is a lot quicker. I don't know what they did, but it obviously has worked a lot more with the 3rd generation than with the 2nd. Okay, I'll get back to you when it's actually completed. Okay, so I'm back now. Now, the light on this 2nd Gen did say that it doesn't have any internet, so I don't think it's connected properly yet, so I'm going to test that out. So we're actually going to see how fast they both turn on mute. Obviously, when they go on mute, they go both red. So 3, 2, 1. And 3, 2, 1. So this one definitely does it a little bit quicker than the older one there. So let's call their names and see which one works better. So Alexa. Yet again, this one worked a lot quicker, but it doesn't turn off as quick. It actually listens a bit longer. Okay. So we're obviously going to see the sound and turn them both off to 0. So this one actually has a white light when you turn it all the way down, as you can see. This one also has that same white light, but this seems to be a little bit thicker on this one. So we're going to actually turn it up once. And again. Sound difference. Okay, so Alexa, tell me a joke.
What do flamingos say when they're angry?
I don't know.
I've had enough. I'm putting my other foot down.
Okay, that was an alright joke. So on the same volume as this one, Alexa, tell me a joke.
How did the electrician know he was in love? Sparks were flying. By the way, I have a routine you might like. I can help you keep a study or work session on track by playing focus music. Do you want to try it?
No.
No problem.
Okay, so this one is definitely not as loud as this one. I did hear it a little bit, but to be honest, it's not that much different in volume. So if you were to get this gen, this is a lot cheaper than this one, I think. They're both quite cheap. I think they go around £25 each or 35. So you'll be able to pick this up a little bit cheaper anyway. And to be honest with you, I'm actually going to end the video off here. This would probably be a lot better than this one. If you were starting a business and you just wanted like a little help, or an alarm clock, not a business, an alarm clock. You don't really need the volume that much, because you turn this up to max volume, it's still extremely loud. The only difference I can see is that the lights are more vibrant on this. The lights are a lot more vibrant on this than they are on this one. Especially the whites. The whites are a lot more, these are more yellowy, whitey blue kinda. And so yeah, and it's like they're the same volume, like you can tell they're the same volume. So this one's a little bit more dialed down, so like high pitch and low pitch kind of. So you can tell it's on the same volume, it's just a little bit like dimmer, like you can't hear as much oomph, I suppose. But for alarm clocks, these are basically what these are used for normally. And to be honest, because volume is amazing, I always choose the new ones because they will have all the new studies with them, or the new alarm stuff. But if you don't need any of that, then I would go for the second gen, sorry. But I personally would go for the third gen, it's the newer one, and you might get more updates in the future, and you still get some with the second one, but just not as many. So, if it's up to your opinion, to be honest. If you have the money to do extra, which I would definitely get the new one, since there's not that much in price difference. But if you don't want to pay as much, so let's say, is it 15? In the normal, then get this one. But if you wait till winter, they'll both go to around 15. So I would definitely recommend picking up this one. Now, I hope you like this video. Leave a like and put a comment down in below and subscribe. So yes, I'll see you next time. I'm actually making a shed, and that inside that is where I'm going to be putting the new study. So that is where I'm going to be videoing my videos in a couple of weeks, hopefully. So yeah, I'll give you an update on that later. So yes, if you like this video, thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.